After the chaos of yesterday, I will take a quiet start. Whoa, first in a while. Lovely. Although it's not quiet in game because I need to run as fast as fucking possible to the school and get in the car and drive south because I am desperately late for the third stage of the rally. My first ever third stage. I was even going to call today's stream Third Leg, but it wouldn't let me. It said it was against Twitch's decency policy. Shit. Right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Oh, a bit of peace. Peace in the Doomhaus. It's lovely. Okay, first ever Sothan. Sat here trying to celebrate a peaceful start, and he comes in and just... You know what I mean? Can't have anything nice in this world. Sothan, welcome to the stream and good morning. We don't know if Jitten was late yet. I'm just getting in. It's the third leg of a rally, which used to be 2 legs. And I need to quickly run from the apartment to the school and back again. No, the apartment to the school, get in the car, get it started, then drive back all the way south to Eric's to start the third stage. And I'm kind of anxious I'm not going to have time, or the car's not going to start in the fucking snow or anything serious. So I'm a bit worried. I might actually fuck this up. Okay, let's just take it calm. Now I saved with like 3 hours to go. Now I don't know if that's going to bump me forward by an hour or bump me forward by 2 hours or make it so I'm already going to miss the 10 AM start time. But with a bit of luck, I don't need to work on stats or anything too serious. Are you well this morning, Sothan, my love? Oh, and then I've got to actually sit down and concentrate on not dying on the second stage of the rally. And we might be able to put a time on the clock. Look, I need to be there at 10 AM on the Sunday. I should have got up earlier, shouldn't I? Actually, no, I didn't have a choice of when to get up, did I, if I remember? It's fine. Right. Eyes focused. Eyes forward. Focus. We're going to have to do a hefty run. Wait, that means it's... Well, fucking hell, it's 9 AM. I thought for a split second... Okay, panic. Okay, go. Straight as the crow flies. Run. Go back from the gym, was super sleepy, so settle down for a nap. 5 minutes after I managed to nod off, my pup walks in to go out. He did it because he's a very good boy. You didn't want your napping, Sothan, it's bad for you. Run. Oh, fuck, I've got to de-ice the cat. Wait. This may seem counterintuitive, because I'm fucking low on time, but I am running back to go and get the de-icer out of the sorbet. The sorbet's not there. I don't have a de-icer in the car, do I? This might be fucked already. I wonder if it'll let me go a little bit later than 10. Like maybe there's an hour window after 10 where it'll let me start. Oh, damn it. Come on, Jitten, run faster. Okay, car's there, it's not upside down, so we don't have the same bug we were coping with in my summer car. This is making me so fucking thirsty, though. The car is indeed frozen over. Yes, I'll carry on, I know. Oh, please say I've got a de-icer in the car. And please say the car starts. It's fucking frozen solid, I'm in trouble. Who dis?
No prediction.
No.
69 giggles.
I'll carry on, thank you for almost 70 months of subs. Just pray with me for a second that the car starts. Okay, there is at least that. I need to be in the start of the next rally course at 10. Oh my god, I'll carry on, thank you for nearly 70 months at tier 3, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be going so slow, there's no point in a prediction for today. Alright, I'm putting the choke in and just praying it idles. Do I have an ice scraper? I do. Okay, we might actually make this. I just need to get enough scraped off. Oh, Kieran, I appreciate the tier 3 very much. Apologies for being in a bit of a hurry right now. Speaking of Valkyrion. Oh god. Oh, it's fucking fogged up as well. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's fine. The engine oil's not warmed up, nothing's warmed up, everything's going wrong. Yes, rather fitting music game. Very funny. Right, come on, blower, save me. I can't see, can I? Is this cheating? On a scale of 1 to 10, how cheating is this? Given the circumstances, I'm desperate. Okay, it's clearing, it's clearing. I think. Am I going the right way? Oh, I've got 20 minutes to get down south and get there just in time. Oh, it's pulling so hard to the right, though. Something's not right with the wheel alignment. It's fucked. Something's fucked with the wheel alignment. Just do what I do when I can't see out of my windshield. Put it in drive and safely come to accept Jesus. Suddenly come to accept Jesus. Well, you're going to be seeing him shortly. I can't rally with it like this. Right, this is... It's pulling a full turn to the right. This is chopped. Right, I'm just going to pull out blind into oncoming traffic. I've got 10 minutes to get down south. Fucking Valkyrion's wheel alignment. I don't know why I ever trusted him. I can't even stay on the road. Nope. No. What happened then? Okay, oh. Valkyrion, I appreciate the sub. Fucking hell, what have you done to my fucking wheel alignment? This rally's going great. So then. I thought I was going to die for a second, though. You could see a future where I rolled over there, couldn't you? Oh. Why has that changed so much since yesterday, though? I don't understand. Fucking turn over, you big dickhead thing. I can't afford to be doing this. Nice. Okay, go, 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 go. That'll do, that's fine, that's fine. Right, go, 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 go. Thoughts on the rally so far? Oh, it's 10 o'clock, it's started now. I've missed my... well, I don't, as far as I know, I'm missing my spot. Can I even get out of this mess? Where am I? Can't even see because somebody didn't miss the fucking windscreen. Thoroughly. Is there even a way out of this ditch? Hang on. That way, that way, that way. Okay, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Get this fucking helmet off, it's in my way. Oh, the jeopardy is too much. Alright. Right, I need to spin it round. I could do with the fucking windows to warm up. Imagine if I'd have died, though, when I came off the road just there. There we go, that way. This way. Dougie, good morning. I fell in a ditch right before I'm late for the rally and I'm currently stuck in a ditch. Because something's gone wrong with the wheels while I was setting off. And it just steered me into a ditch and there's nothing I could do about it. I don't know if I can get out of this, can I? Okay, I'm about half an hour late for my... I'm getting no traction. None at all. Okay, reverse. No, yeah. Reverse. I'm making this rally. I'm making this fucking rally. Right, here we go. I've stalled it. Please start. Good. Handbrake off. Subra is always a great driver. Winter helps even more. It would help if my car didn't fall to pieces between this and the last attempt. Right, reverse is a strong gear. Oh, that's good. Alright, I might still make it. We're out. You see the steering, look? I got to a certain speed and it just pulled me into the ditch. Okay, 15 minutes. I'm 45 minutes late, essentially. This car's too broken for this. I'm going to try it, though. This is me adjusting at max. I don't know why the fucking heaters stopped working and everything, though. I'll carry on. I keep wanting to be grateful for the sub, but I'm in a blind panic. Right, hold. I'm hard locked left now, just trying to keep it going straight. And you can't reload saves in this game, right? Okay, let's get in the ditch. We'll just drive in the ditch for a bit. Is the engine smoking? I think I might have overheated it. No? Oh my god. I'm nearly there. We're nearly at the turn-off. It might still let me rally. I think the rest of the car's fine, it's just this steering issue. But I'm not going to be able to turn left to get off, can I? Because I can't turn left. Yeah, I'm over an hour late now. Okay, I'm going to try and turn left. Ooh, that was slow. And then it immediately wanted to throw me around. Oh, this is bad. Azar, welcome to the stream. Turning left is a power few mil models ever master. Azar, good work on 150. Right, am I allowed to race or have I fucked this? In fact, just in case it does let me race. Okay, for those just arriving, I immediately got in the car and there's something wrong with the suspension. The wheel alignment or something is miles off, which meant that I fell in a ditch on my way to the rally. I'm going to just try and hastily fix it and see if they'll let me go. I thought it was a 15. It's not a 14? 13? No, that's the wrong thing, Stubbly, you moron. It was a 15. Quit and start over. This thing is unfixable. You can't quit and start over in this game, though. I'm just going to have to have botched the rally this week, unfortunately. You can see how far off it is, can't you? Aunty, welcome to the stream. Just about to start the third leg of the rally, and I might have missed my window because something's wrong with the suspension and I can't turn left. Not the suspension, the wheel alignment. Right, what does that look like? This is still a bit... Again, it's a bit pigeon-toed. Right, we're just going to have to just eye it in and hope he lets me start. And also, the heater's broken for some reason. I don't know why. The heater won't work. Am I really going to have to rally like this? If I fucking must. Where's the sign-in area? There isn't one. Not a recommendation. I found a demo for a game that's basically Darkest Dungeon and Dave meets Dave the Diver, and it's fantastic. A dead what? Like a something buried in steam kind of thing. Okay, suspension is better. I'm very late. Is he going to let me start? Yeah, I know it's 11:40, but let me fucking race. I know I'm an hour and 42 minutes late, but let me race.
Don't let engine assembly get you down. With our new instant engine kit, your Satsuma can be road ready in seconds. Not responsible for any spontaneous combustion. Instant engine for when you value time over safety.
Oh! Hang on a minute. I'll catch up with all that in a second. I'll just have a nervous breakdown. I logged in after logging out yesterday with very little time to spare to make it to the third leg of the rally. I got in the car, it started up nicely, I scraped a little bit of the windscreen off, then I set off only to realise that something was wrong with the wheel alignment again. I tried as hard as I could to make it because I had like 5 minutes to get to the starting line of the rally, but the car was yanking to the right as often as, like, every time I put any throttle on, the car was dragging to the right. On the main road, as I was passing a big dip on the right hand side, it went all together and threw me in a ditch. Car upside down, fucking catastrophe. I wrestled to get it back on its wheels, managed to get it back up and onto the road, dragged it all the way here only for him to tell me I'm too late and I can't compete in the third leg of the rally. Ah! And this is because I walked up to the Park Fermi area and I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine. I'm not going to miss the fucking... Oh. No, there's been no prediction signals, and good afternoon. Could turn left, just get out and push the car to the left. Oh, that hurts. I have to return in 2 weeks, Aunty, because next Saturday is the ice racing. Oh, that is so painful. If I was a bitch, I would reload the save and go again, but we're playing this for real, right? There's no reloads. Ah! So 2 weeks is 36 hours. Because every day is 2 hours. Oh, that is evil. Maybe in that time we can afford to get some racing upgrades for the car, but this thing has let us down today. God, you can see how badly aligned the front wheels are. Oh, that is awful. If we're going to commit to playing this properly, though, we're going to have to just eat this particular willy. Ah! Dive or die? I assume it started production when Dave the Diver got popular, right? Oh, I'm so sad. No, don't come up behind me, please. I'm just pulling off. Fuck it. In 12 streams. Technically not. There is a lot of sleeping and stuff you can do. But yeah, that's painful. Very painful. What happened to my suspension overnight, though? Like a third of that is slept off. And because I'm a big fat fatty, my fatigue goes up high, so I can sleep more than a skinny person, which means I can skip even more of it. Why, when the car was parked in the park firm area, did the suspension suddenly... I keep saying suspension. Did the wheel alignment go so badly fucked? It's still pigeon-toed as well, and look at the dents on the side of the car after all of that fighting to get it out of the ditch. Remember how it was pulling to the left after you got it from the guy? Now you readjusted it to the right and it pulls right. Yeah, I don't understand how to counter that at this point. Like, we're just eyeing it in. So sleep for 2 weeks. Paula, good morning, incidentally. Right, let's eye it in again. So it is still a bit pigeon-toed, right? That looks actually spot on. This one, okay, pigeon-toed again. Watch me very slowly get run over by my own car. Oh, that was a big my winter car moment. Yeah, I decided not to do a prediction for today, for those that were wondering, because well, it's a good job I did, because I thought I'd be just doing like a very safe third leg. Why is the car not demisting though? That's another concern. But it turns out I wasn't doing the rally at all, so there would have just been a load of mingy people. Plus I didn't have time to do a prediction in theory. Now I guess I've got to start working out what's damaged on the car. I wonder if you damage the car so much that the heater doesn't work because it's got clear daylight where the heat could escape to. Look at the state of the door card. That is, oh my. It's fine, we're all very happy. Alright then, I guess we'll take this back to the apartment. Feels very sluggish all of a sudden. It's got no power. Has the clutch gone? The handbrake's not on, is it? Oh fuck, of all the places to break down, this is a bad one. Oh, it's got very little power. It's a good one, right, kid? Good afternoon. You've joined me in the middle of a colossal disaster, where I think I might have not only failed to get to the rally, but I've smashed up all the bodywork, and I might have damaged the car beyond repair. Okay, that's better. Alright, we're fine. Still pulling to the left. I jumped in and set off to the rally, and the car, one of the wheels was like pointing at a right angle. But I was in such a hurry that I didn't have time to fix it, so I thought I'll get we'll get to the start of the rally and maybe just like check in or something, and then I'll fix it there. But when I was driving down here, it just went all together and threw me into a ditch at the side of the road with the car upside down and everything. So by the time I'd managed to limp the car across to the rally start, I'd missed my window, so I won't be allowed to rally this weekend, and now the car's not behaving properly. So in terms of what I did, nothing. But what happened to me is an enormous list of bullshit. Oh my god. Right, apologies everybody, that was a very screamy and shouty start to a stream. Alright. The heater I'm concerned about. My body's temperature is still warming up, so the heater is working, but it's not demisted. No, it was about 6 minutes or something, kitten. It was a bit too much to clip. Also, who clips on Twitch in 2026? I genuinely think if it wasn't for Chrisman and Cheeky's clip buttons where they clip their own stuff, I don't know if we'd have anything for the best of. Clipping seems to have gone out of fashion a little bit. Right, take it steady. I have made it home though. I thought the clutch had gone altogether, but it did seem to lose power for some reason a bit further back. I think we're fine. I've got a little bit excited. I've got all red in the face. I've done a lot of screaming and shouting and panicking. And even though we got the sad ending, we're still alive and the car is drivable. It would be better if I could take it to Alcarion's now, actually, and just go get the sorbet and call it quits. But Alcarion's not open, so I'd have to leave it outside. Still just dragging to the left, but I could fight that, I think. Just a shame. If it was in this state before the rally, we would have set a time by now. Or been dead. Tease it. Okay, we're going in to see Razor, apparently. That was a strange... Wait, where's this? I didn't know there was a road that goes through here. Uh-oh, has there been something new here this whole time and I didn't realise? Yeah, I reckon Alcarion sabotaged my... Where am I? Can I squeeze down here? I reckon Alcarion sabotaged the wheels. He was the only one that was sat anywhere near it. Or maybe he thought like he did last time. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be really generous to Stubbler and I'll do his wheel alignment like I did previously and completely ruin everything. Never had anything like this happen when 6-4 was in charge of the Park Fermi area, did we? My car was always in perfect mint condition whenever I returned to it. Alright, car's behaving a little bit. That's where Grandma is. She's been here the whole time. Wait. Maybe her bad feet got better and she just got a job at the sewerage plant. Imagine though. I think that was just... What I saw was just the back of the sewerage plant. I mean, I appreciate the music trying its best to make it feel better, but Jesus. That was dumb. If you're just joining, Alcarion smashed the car, tampered with my car in the Park Fermi area, and I didn't manage to make it to the rally in time. He even subbed right at that second to throw me off. Alright. Okay. We're going to have a masterclass in trying to reset our mentality. After a poor start. I love you, car, but The more dented you get, the uglier you get, and the uglier you get, the more you seem to let me down. I don't want to sit here now and look at you and say you'll never be the Satsuma. How dare you park where he parked? There's very likely an opportunity for us to have a long and fruitful future together of trophies and ice rally winnings and, you know. But right now... Actually, you didn't let me down. It's that prick over there in the park firm area. I'll never let Alkarion hurt you again, I promise. Oh, the phone's ringing now. The Guinness Book of Records. I've won an award for the worst rally attempt in Finnish history. And missed the phone call. That is depressing. I'm going to have some misery sausages to get over this. Of course, I could reload the save and everything would be fine. But I can't. Even though my common sense brain is telling me that's the correct thing to do. Right, let's have something good on the radio. I heard him slurping coffee because I was head bobbing. Is my best friend in?
Jumalauta!
Oh. Why do we play video games as a hobby? It's supposed to make us challenge us in fun ways and give us a sense of achievement and accomplishment and be a good use of time. And now I feel heartbroken and dejected, dashed against the rocks by my own hubris. And I can't even drink in this game anymore to chase the dark thoughts away. I have to medicate that like the rest of us do. As much caffeine as I can possibly get. Yes, I'm coming. What? Is that Cats or Aunty? It's Aunty. That's not bad, actually. Okay. At least we've got a bit of money coming our way. That's good. My sausage is not cooked yet. Salty, welcome to the stream. You may notice I should be rallying at this point. I was sabotaged. The only person that was anywhere near the car overnight was Alkarion, who sits there and starts the race. Overnight, my wheel alignment had been tampered with. And the first thing I did when I tried to drive to the start of the third leg of the rally was drive off the main road and get stuck in a ditch upside down. Now, I'm not one to don a tinfoil hat, so I'm not going to start getting into baseless conspiracies or start putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5 just to try and excuse myself. So all I will say, in as diplomatic a way as possible, is fucking Alkarion did it. What, did he mess with the car? We can't confirm whether he did or didn't, but he was the only person there, and when I came in, the front wheels were like, fucking, they were like that. And I didn't have time to adjust it, so I tried to drive to the rally and try and like get the check-in at the 10 AM check-in time. But when I got there, it was too late. And in my attempt to get there, I crashed the car. I've been sabotaged, all it is. It could only be that. I'm have to go make some money. Even though technically the rally's on. I'm not bitter about it, though. I'll just simply hate him forever and sabotage his business at any cost, at any opportunity. Is that a betting slip? I should probably put that in a safe place instead of having it sat on the floor of the tractor. I'm a victim of my winter car bullshit. I don't know what happened there, though. Because it was fine when we pulled up, right? Time to go riot at his shop, yeah. See if Mina's got any pitchforks for sale. Like, when I pulled up yesterday after the rally, I wonder if there was, like, a latent issue. Hang on. No, we did bet on the other 5, didn't we? Yeah. So that'll be for next Saturday. What was I going to say? I was about to say something insightful then, and I forgot. Yeah. I wonder if there was some, like, issue as I was pulling up at the end of the rally yesterday that only really started to affect it once the car was no longer warm. I do have a sewage. Could I spray shit all over his walls? Well, I can, but do I want to? The problem is there's a hefty fine. Even though the government know exactly what Alcarion's like, I'd still get a bollocking if I tried. My God, he's a villain. It's just hard to put into words. Alright, let's go make some money. Go make use of our day. So remember how to drive the tractor on control. One thing I definitely know is we can't go on the road anymore. We need to also be careful not to get shot as well. But the kids don't play football in winter, so maybe the groundskeeper doesn't exist. Sometimes the fines are worth it. Am I willing to spend what could be like 10 hours or something of my time in prison to get Alcarion back? Maybe. Wasn't meant to get home till near 6 today, so I can do some last little bits on WoW before you abandon it forever. Let your bear free at the end. Okay, the rally is on. Is this worth the trouble? I think you can actually dismiss a pet forever. You should try it. Send it off. The bear stays with you. I never played that hunter again once Phil left. He didn't even leave, like he was on full loyalty and full happiness when I logged off, and then when I logged back on it just acted like it never happened. Poor Phil, he got Kronos'd. But it is one way to never play a hunter again if you're a pet. If you don't have the same pet anymore. Whoa. I might have to do another Dead Mines tonight. Not a big Doomhaus thing though, I might try and find a couple of groups, just run it like 6 times before bed. Pull an auger. Go show my superior DPS to the rest of the wider Kronos community. Tell you what, that server is busier than it looks. The amount of battlegrounds in all brackets that are popping 24 hours a day is wild. Like, I got up this morning at like 7 o'clock or whatever, and I got sat down. Sorting bank stuff, and Warsong Gulch is at like 11 to 19 and 30 to 39. We're still flying. Afternoon at 6:04 good afternoon. You did not, no. I logged in. I had an hour to get to the southern end. So I got into the car started, which was good. I had a de-icer, ice scraper in the car, also good. but for some reason my wheels were completely misaligned compared to where they were yesterday. So in my haste, I tried to drive with the wobbly wheels down to the start of the third leg, and they went all together on the main road, and it turned me so sharp so fast I went off the road and upside down into the ditch. By the time I'd got to the south, it'd finished. Heartbroken. They wouldn't let me go. Fuck, we've got the loud song, or talk radio. I'm popping off this morning. Yeah, I never known low-level battlegrounds on a private server, like on a Kronos server like that before. And the beauty is we can't see population data, right? So you get to go based on just feel. And there's not a number going up and down to cause people to think, oh god, it's gone down for 3 times in a row when I've checked it. I need to quit. Alright, let's deliver these logs to Aunty. I don't want to run him over though. Not in game. I think I might have just done exactly that. In my mind, I was about to... Let's say still stood there. Whew. They were safe. I love you, loud song, but no. No thank you. Aunty, good afternoon. Sorry if you can hear a squeaking sound. That's my hand on the desk, I promise. I'm not getting old and losing control. That should be close enough. We'll tip it around this tree. It's like the logs are going home to their previous life. Thank you, Aunty. I appreciate it. Yes, lovely. Bye.
Tässä on teille maksu tästä polttopuusta. Niin, kiitos.
Kiitos. Okay. Right, is the loud song finished yet? No. Topless is going to have to change that talk radio station on a night. Because the radio, I'm sure it's funny in Finnish and stuff, but it should be on maybe once a week. Because at this point, the non-Finnish speaking world have no idea what it is, and it's like there's no radio at all. And the Finnish people can probably recite it by heart at this point. Who the fuck's that? Oh, it's a rally, isn't it? I remember now. You know what? If we kill a rally driver or two, it's fine. It should have been me. I do wonder though, if there are any other windows that you can start the rally, and I could have just sort of sat around and waited for the next one. I don't know if that's how it works. Right. It's about 6 PM. I'll go start chopping the next load of logs tomorrow. And what we're going to have to do is buy this postal order from Salty. I'm so sad. That was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Thank you, cats. Ironically, I'm barely still alive. Cats, good afternoon. It's a good job I didn't do a prediction. Because there would have been a vote on the prediction, do I die on the rally today? And then within 5 minutes it was clear there was going to be no rally, probably before the end of the prediction. feel like as much as My Summer Car is known to be like a torturous, extremely difficult shit show of a game, I feel like this one's even more damaging to my sanity. Park firm and then a starting issue. Park firm air, cats. Got there in time. Car started lovely. I de-iced it, but I didn't notice that the wheel alignment was completely off. So when I got in it, I couldn't turn left. So in a panic, I tried to just like drag the car as much as I could to the start line of the rally. But when I got there, when I was on the way across there, the wheel alignment went all together and threw me into a ditch on the south of PSK. Like car fully upside down, everything, the works. And I spent 5 minutes in a panicked wrestle trying to get it back on its wheels. And by the time I'd finally got out and limped across to the rally starting position, it had finished, or I'd missed my window and they wouldn't let me race. Now I'm very sad. Alright, the rally's finished at least. In an ideal world, Alkirion wouldn't have sabotaged my beautiful car, and I could have set a slow, but at least we'd have had a time on the list. But we don't live in an ideal world, we live in 1990s Finland.
Don't let engine assembly get you down. With our new instant engine kit, your Satsuma could be road ready in seconds, not responsible for any spontaneous combustion. Instant engine for when you value time over safety.
Don't play this music now. I actually think the apartment's burning down. Cats is so devastated it made him hungry. Or was he talking about food in Discord? Okay. Tell you what we'll do. Let's sort our stats out. In fact, oh, he said yum, I see. Poor lad's just peckish. No. I'm not going to set an alarm. We're just going to bed. With sad music playing on my glorious day of trying to not come last in the rally. My arch nemesis Alkirion tinkered with my wheel alignment and fucked my chance. I will burn his workshop down one day. Maybe not today. But he can't keep getting away with this stuff. Good night, Doomhaus. Damn, that was a longer version of that song than I thought it was.
8 squares.
Cellist. Thank you for 8 squares months of subs. Cellist, how is Sweden? Good afternoon. Got four solid cubic meters of wood to gnaw on. Are you going to eat your shed to get rid of it? Cellist, I love you very much, and thank you for the sub. Say something to cheer me up. Tell me that you're not one of them people that doesn't keep chocolate in the fridge. Gutberg is slightly moist. Do you know what? We had a hailstorm. Did you ever get it, kid? We had a hailstorm earlier that I've never seen the like of it in this country. It was about 3 minutes, and it completely white over. And they were like just a bit smaller than marbles. It wasn't serious. They weren't serious size, but there's so much of it. It looked like it. Hey, it looked like it had snowed. God, it was it was madness. No way Gwynblade is. He's probably died by it. You know what old people are like. Alright. Siddles need some logs, doesn't it? Let's go have a look. Chocolate in the snack drawer except during heat waves. Cellist? No, chocolate's better cold. We've all been to...
Stubbler's been found trapped under a Satsuma again. They've only put as much time and effort into staying alive as he does into his intricate engine assembly.
Didn't get a lot, but there was some banging and I couldn't place it. I didn't think about a storm. It was crazy. I don't think there was any thunder or lightning, but the hail was crazy. Yes, Cellist, you better run. In fact, that's what you're there for, isn't it? If I was to accidentally have some kind of bug and the game was to crash and suddenly I came back and I was ahead of the rally again, would you all suspect foul play? You would. You'd call me a chicken. And you'd be right to. I might go and save just to avoid that discussion. He's going to Sweden so he can celebrate Ascension Day because you don't do that at home. Oh, is that what you and Mina were talking about the other night? That's tomorrow, isn't it? You have the day Jesus went to heaven off as a public holiday in the continent. My parents kept chocolate in the fridge and not checked with a therapist might be the main source of trouble. No. You'd be a normal, healthy person like the rest of us fucking losers. But no, you had chocolate out of the fridge and look at you. Super fit, super healthy, travelling the world. Fucking hell. Alright, I have to go collect some logs. Am I like for fuel? Ooh. Yeah, let's have a quick AM trip to PSK, which I would love to do on the roads, but you can't anymore because this game hates normal driving. You'll be glad to know, by the way, Cellist, in your absence, that the Greens haven't won golf. Despite Chaz's best efforts to drag them over the line. But yes, thank you very much for the sub. Okay, watch how I don't turn around on this corner. And then lose all traction. No, I'm pressing all the buttons. I love this game, it's my very favourite. What day is it today? Is it it's Wednesday, right? Christ, the weeks just fly at the moment. Hello, Uncle. Don't let your car get towed, it's expensive. Is that to Cellist? Just want to turn.
Finish Frenzy, the hottest radio show on the set of Betty Aunty. Folks, have you heard about Jothan's latest exploit? Tried to jump the Resco over the railroad tracks. Thought he was in an action movie. Thankfully, he only did his pride with a couple of fenders and 384 passengers.
What, have you had your car towed? You just paid €330 to get your car towed. What, as in like it was illegally parked and it was removed by the city? Yeah, you're right, Trim. That's cheered me up after a bad start. On Friday, I'm going to a zoo because it has one roller coaster. Just so happens it's the best rated wooden roller coaster in the world. In Sweden. That's it now. Azzy and Lundios are going to be closing in on your position. And Frosty, heaven forbid. We haven't seen Frosty in a couple of months, have we? He deleted his Discord account. You didn't move your car for a week and they put up a temporary no parks. Oh, I see. Shocked. €350. Right, I'm going to cross the road. I'm going to fill up the tractor. For those just arriving, I'm in a mood because of the start of the stream. Car was towed a distance that 2 people can push it. Can push in 15 minutes. So they just towed it out of the way. They haven't taken it to some compound or something, no. They didn't even have a parking fee at the place where they put it. You'd think, right, that they'd ring the person that was insured on that car and say, come fetch your car, we've put up a temporary parking thing and you're inside of it. That'd be a nice thing to do. I'm assuming you don't have a driveway. I overstayed parking for 20 minutes when it expired at midnight and they had you pay £100 in an empty car park. Aye, that's how they make their money. Let's put 500 bar in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Satan, good afternoon. Yesterday's rally went slow but smooth. I did the first stage, lovely, everyone's impressed. I did the second stage, interesting, hill climb, exotic. Then I went to start the third stage today. I had to quickly run to the Park Ferme area to pick the car up, you know, at the town hall thing, the school. And the wheel alignment had been shagged for some reason, no idea why, we're suspecting I'll carry on. So the car wouldn't turn left and threw me off the road on the way to the starting line, and the car was upside down in a ditch. By the time I managed to limp it across to the start line, I'd missed my slot and they said no rally for you. I love this game. But good afternoon, Dark.
Jumalauta!
I can see why no left turn would be an issue if you're doing anything but IndyCar. Exactly. Exactly. And going on a road that had a big ditch down the side of it, down the main road there. It was quite violent. Do I need anything while I'm in here? I don't. I can't go pick up... No, wait. How much is this postal order? I've accidentally locked myself behind 2 postal orders in this. They towed it to the local shop of what was the equivalent of the AA, which is 4 minutes by foot. Well, that's not bad, I suppose, but it's a lot of fucking money. Salty, can you... I just need to check my postal order. If that's... Can we just... a little... You know what this game's missing? At the moment. Of very early access stuff to get. It's been out. It's barely been out at all. But it's missing so much character. Like, the setting and the framework is good. Hello. And people like $5.5 grand. Okay, 5 1/4. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like with Grandma and with and with like all the phone calls and the prank phone calls and that kind of thing. Like, it just felt like that game was just oozing with a weird kind of, I don't know, but it was perfect. In this, we've got Alcarion and Martin. And the only other voiced character is in a shop. Who cares, right? And everybody feels a lot more generic. For now. Obviously it's going to get updated. But any charm that Siddle's had, there's now 3 of them. There's no Eric as well down at the strawberry field. He shouts about at the racing, but it all feels a bit... Do you know what it feels like at the moment? It feels like a kid's got his action figures out on the carpet and they're just like dotted around without any real You don't feel alive yet for some reason. Obviously, that's going to be coming. This is not me saying that it's never going to get here. I'm sure it will, but you can very much tell that that's not been implemented yet. Like Salty and Shaggy Dan are just very cold and efficient. Alcarion, you don't really get much variety out of him. And no grandma makes a bigger difference than you can imagine. So we get the most kind of character moment to moment from Sothan's messages on the radio, and we put them in. And another thing, not having Santa and Thandia parked outside the shop as well, like that was bigger than you think for adding a bit of like life to the world. We've just got like wandering NPCs now. There are the other two cars, but they never stop, so you never get a chance to like get a sense of who they are or what they are. They're just faces behind some cars that do loops. So I'm looking forward to him adding a bit of that. Wow, is that the time? This has been a rather unique start to a stream, in that I've managed to achieve not a lot. Right, we're up the hill now. Like, there's no slops in that window either, like simple things. And Scotty, obviously Uncle is... He's got a new little bit of story to him, but he is lacking a lot of... Like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like he's a person alive in the world. It's like he's just this little sort of oddity in the old folks home. Maybe there's a story with him coming in the future. And Scotty's lost all of his mystique now. Instead of being this guy that sits in that cabin and no one dares go near, and Grandma even warns you against going anywhere near him. Now he's just a bloke in town, just sat in that room, in human society with pig feet. Look at that cellist showing off that he's a Sothan sub. These are the benefits you lot can get if you just put the work in, everybody. Oh. Right, let's go chop some logs. Don't have to go all the way to the house to chop logs anymore either. We can just do it in the comfort of Scotty's yard. Actually, I'm going to check when we're here if there's anything that I can actually do at Scotty's, like whether I can eat or drink or sleep or anything. Maybe it can use this stove. But probably not, seeing as the island's right there, right? No, that's Auntie's turn off. We're not going down that one. I've been saying today as well, I think this might be the last Eurovision Song Contest I get involved in with the Doomhaus. We might have to think of something else. Not because of any specific political thing that's going on, and not because I agree or disagree with any of the messages. That's irrelevant. But it has become a little too... Like, the only reason I ever liked it is because it was so unbelievably unserious, but presented as if it was serious. Do you know what I mean by that? It was fun because it was so daft and so goofy, but they presented it like it was really important. But now it's become like a messaging thing for stuff that's a little bit too serious, and it's been getting that way for years. The last couple of years. I don't quite enjoy... Does that make sense? I don't know if anybody has any opinions on this, but I don't know whether I want to... Because Saturdays, when we're doing it, there's going to be a lot of talk about specific geopolitics and how it fits in a non-goofy way, and just don't feel like it's something I want to get fully involved in personally. So I don't know, I'll have to think about it. I have to think of something else daft international that we can get involved in and put points on. Anyone a fan of curling? I think, put it this way, like, if we was to put Doomhaus points on, like, a fucking election or something, that'd feel weird. And Eurovision, the more it goes on, the more it feels like that's what we're doing over a daft talent show. Where we just write all our own, yeah! And have Sothan perform all of them. And then we'll vote based on that. The Doomhaus Song Contest. Good luck making that fucker political. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just being a stick in the mud with it, but... like, every time I think of it now, I think, oh, all the news stories about countries pulling out and stuff, and again... the actual reasons for it are very legitimate and serious. But the fact that there's legitimate and serious reasons like that in the first place involved in the general discussion of Eurovision makes it something that I don't want to do a daft competition around. Does that make sense? I don't know if, like, I've heard no response about this, but it's a very strong feeling that I have, and it doesn't feel... it just feels something I don't quite look forward to for that reason. I don't know. Bear, welcome to the stream. Election day, Doomhaus, when? Christ, I can't imagine anything worse. We might have a change in Prime Minister very shortly as well. And another thing as well, it turns... I feel like there's the way that it's covered in the press, it's starting to feel like people are enjoying it from like a drama perspective. Not everybody, of course, because there are legitimate concerns. But there's like, ooh, look at this interesting and dramatic thing that's happening because of X, Y, Z. And I guess that's why it's important, right? Because it gets attention from. But it's not as daft as it used to be. It used to be pseudo-political, now it's political. Songs about Nigel Farage. Yeah, that's a nice and non-political challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'd be a shame though, because it's been a Doomhaus tradition for 8 years that we've all sat around and enjoyed watching this, but yeah, since 2022 the daft stuff has made way for very serious stuff, and as a result there seems to be a lot less fun coming from it. Hello, is the log splitter bust? What's happening? Why is this going so slowly? Did I not put revs? Oh, I didn't put revs on full. That'll do it. Alright. Make some money at least. Clear this postal order. Get some stuff done. Now Fresh is out as well, you're all going to feel the brunt of how the game's pacing without me being sat in it between streams underneath it. Yeah, I don't know. See how we feel. Like, if it's not surrounded by all of that, then we'll probably be fine. Also, I've got some news as well. I suppose while we're having a calm one, I'm going to get this news out. Last year, the Eurovision Song Contest had 26 countries. Lovely. 26 people joined in, 26 people got a country, 26 people enjoyed the competition and got points or didn't get points or lost points or whatever. So the Eurovision line this year has been 26. Right? Everybody 26 names above are currently qualified. The usual thing. Guess what? There is now 25 countries in this year for some reason, even though it was 26 last year. And Gwynblade, without even rolling a marble, has been eliminated below the Eurovision line. Fuck me, apparently, right? I don't know why it changes the amount from year to year, but... So everybody, let's just have a moment's silence as Gwynblade has been eliminated from Eurovision. A green, no less. Which now means that Chaz is hovering one place above the drop. Shit. But what else could we, like, what else happens around this time of year that would be good for putting points on? The final count will be Friday, Chalice, yeah. So, today's marbles and tomorrow's marbles are the last ones. But, we've got a new rule called the 6-4 rule. It was his idea the other day. That the marbles before Eurovision, or any major event, will be Portal Purgatory. So anybody who finishes the level has a chance of getting a point. So one last big shake-up. And heaven forbid I see a moose tomorrow on stream. Then everybody who finishes it would get 2 points. And there'd be an absolute carnage in the qualifications all over the table. Imagine like 6 oranges finishing on Moose, Marbles, Portal Purgatory. I think that still have that. Would that have the oranges catching up, or are we 13 points behind? 12. Yeah, knowing our luck, it'd be only Auger, yeah. It'd super qualify for Eurovision. I don't associate Auger with being anywhere near the top of the table, do you? I don't know where this has come from. So yeah, the night before qualifications, which is tomorrow, we'll have a big shebang. Like, Auger usually gets just enough to qualify for whatever he wants to qualify for, and then he just comes in wherever he fancies it. But this year, he's going for the mug. Oh shit, look at the time. Right, we'll have these delivered to Siddles ASAP. Are we full already? Yeah. Go across the ice to Siddles, maybe? It's not even 6 AM yet, though we're a bit thirsty. Could drink here, can't I? Attach the drive shaft. We'll swing around and pick that up, then we'll maybe pull out onto the ice. Might be able to watch the sunrise for the midstream break. Not with this on, though. Sorry everybody that was watching with headphones on. That was on the radio. Sorry, without headphones on. Sorry for everybody that was watching at work. god, it's made Siddles do the same. He's had a reaction. What is this song then? What are we listening to? 6 AM on Harry Harvey Radio's wild.
What the heck was that? I'm watching at work.
Dougie, thank you for the bits. We were listening to Finnish Playboy Radio. It's good morning. Well, it caught me by surprise. Alright, I didn't knock over the thing, did I? No, we're good. I could just go over the lake, I suppose. Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show in February. Is that all there is? I don't like dog shows like Crufts and all that. For some reason I find it really depressing. I don't know why. I just think them dogs would rather be out sniffing other dogs' asses in the park all day than going through strict trading regimes, you know what I mean? I don't know, something feels real uncomfortable about it, yeah. Same, because it's depressing, isn't it? Yeah, precisely. I don't know what it is. You can leave them alone. It's like the 90s when your parents would go to sleep and you'd sneak in to watch some really shit Cinemax. Skinnymax? Cinemax. I'm assuming that was one of the paid for porn channels that was all scrambled. Skinnermax, eh? Yeah, of course it's not Cinemax, right? I think it was Cinemax. You're right. Skinnymax actresses who married Gene Simmons. She taught you so much, and none of it was good. Did I switch gearboxes? No? Oh, it's another midstream break. I guess we'll make some progress over the lake. Hopefully we get a nice sunrise by the time I get back from the midstream break and I can see where I'm going to deliver these to Siddles. Wait, where am I going? Siddles is this way. Fucking idiot. Exactly in the wrong direction. Yeah, I see. A pun. You're apologising to Schmitz for not knowing the name of the porn actress. Yeah, that radio's dead. Do we just go on the road? Yeah, we'll get to the ice road in the middle and then we'll cut south. I don't even know where I'm going. Where's my mini-map? You know him from your poster of Gene Simmons on your bedroom wall. Don't know what that light is, but we'll head towards the light. There's literally no advice in the world no. You know what? It's been one of them streams with a ruined rally, a broken heart, knackered suspension. Now I've got to go and visit Siddles and pretend to be happy about it. So I'm going to leave you. Turn the engine off. This music sounds like GeoWizard composed it. Is it vanilla? No, this is from Jalopy Cats. You know what? Enjoy the sunrise. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to go get a drink. Start to consider better life choices. Cats is in charge, everybody behave. Oh, straight into the loud song. Okay, that was abusive. I shouldn't have left you on the loud song. That was bad parenting on my part, I acknowledge. Okay, welcome back. Paul has already guessed lemonade. Let's just make the rest of this stream fine. You recognise it from the Gene Simmons reality show? Did he have a reality TV? Everybody did for a while there, didn't they? I don't know why we convinced ourselves that was a good idea. I'm going to do something rash. I'm going to reset all my controls to default. And then I'm going to go player controls. Forward, left, right, use objects, jump, run, that, zoom, that, and that's it. Alright. I don't need the controller now because I'm not rallying, do I, for this game? It was called Family Jewels.
In 1994 Arsenal reached the Cup Winners' Cup Final, Brasilten won their 4th World Cup 2006 Arsenal reached the Champions League Final, Italy won their 4th World Cup 2026 Arsenal have reached the Champions League Final, Argentina are the only team who could win their 4th World Cup.
Siddles, we might be about to get the bad ending. Well, I sincerely hope not. Right, I'm unplugging the controller. Schmidt says ginger beer. Kitten says Schmidt says dandelion and burdock. Kitten says ginger beer. Bear says shit cola. Real Housewives? Would a celebrity be on that? Aunty says Professor Peppy. Okay. The world hasn't ended. I've not died. I can't escape this fucking game yet. But it's not the end of the world. We're fine. I'm taking some logs to Shitty Siddles. I might get a little bit peckish on the way, but we can deal with that if I do. Smoke ourselves to death. Alright, the answer is... it's Cloudy Lemonade. Beautiful finesse from Stubler. Okay, let me get onto the ice road in the middle and we'll go from there. The sun's coming up. We're slightly stressed, but we can deal with that with nicotine. It's the 90s, we didn't know any better. Forgive me. Is this a song that's on? Is there anything that... is there not orgasm noises on Finland FM? Finnish ABBA. Flabber. And cow. We'll be doing marbles shortly. Siddles is just testing for Eurovision. His stats. Got an ECG in the poster there. What's that? Is that heart monitor kind of thing? Wear it for 7 days and send it back. Sounds like some kind of free trial job. What do you need an ECG for? She's signed up for it. You get one every month. A different one. And it's only 89 quid a month. Did a 14 days. What, you have to wear it in the shower? Are they waterproof? What's the reason that you get sent one? Also, where's the dirt road? They're having palpitations, they're getting worse, and I feel like I'm going to pass out from them. Not just taking your breath anymore. Palpitations? Any idea what it's related to? So, but you ended up taping plastic back to yourself to try and not get it wet. Strong look. That does sound annoying though. Yeah, we've got no traction on this road now. Medication I took when trying to take milk for Theo in the hospital messed with your heart. But you must have been off that for like 2 years now, right? Or coming up? Over 18 months? In my case, every time I try and give blood or have a doctor's appointment, my pulse decides that 110 to 130 is a reasonable place to settle. Oh, is it? Not white coat syndrome. No, white coat syndrome, is it? Yeah, palpitations with the Sith Lord. Yeah, that's the one. By Ian McBaird. Oh, was that Ovaltine? Finally getting it looked at because since having Tilly it's gotten increasingly worse. I got dizzy walking down the stairs the other day and was scared he was going to drop the baby. At least they've deemed it serious enough to give you some kit though, right? I'm actually going to smoke full cig just to keep hunger down briefly. Siddles, you better be here when we get there. I think you will be. Starving though. Pretty good, right? Aspect of the cheetah. But if you get hit, you get dazed. So it's only for travel, but as long as you remember to turn it on and off, it's pretty useful. Cloudy Lemonade, Paul. I actually managed to finesse the first of the week. This game's getting to me now. It's you know, I can feel it like in the depths of my brain, in that big empty space we've all got. Get through it. Going to a dermatologist this Friday, finally getting your skin looked at. That's for your heart and pulse, and just a chill guy. There you go, kitten. You don't need to feel bad anymore, because Auntie's fine. What's up with your skin? Right, we can get through this. I can just somebody lie to me and tell me that one day I'm going to have all the trophies in this game and be happy forever. Yeah, I forgot about your mysterious rash kit. Everybody make sure there's at least 4 or 5 messages between yours and kittens for your own safety. Train? No? It's quiet. I would love for you to do like 25 streams of the RSDW game. What's that, Paula? Easy Green, good morning. I fucked up the relic. Oh, RuneScape Dragon. Yeah, I think that was mentioned on release as well. Has it got a full story and bosses and stuff? Trim, you right? Have you seen Pinkle's loincloth, Trim? One thing I have noticed about gnome characters is when I get gear like that, if I got gear like that on a human rogue, I'd be heartbroken and probably throw it away and not wear it. But Pinkle looks so fucking stupid at all times that there's no piece of gear that can make that better or worse. It's amazing, it's like a superpower. When I was watching Dragon Wilds, it seemed like it was somewhat light on content. Has it had a couple of patches recently? Possibly. Has it, Paula? From the knuckles on one hand up my arm, across my chest and back down the other arm to your knuckles on the other hand. That sounds like mittens. Mitten caboodles. It's following the path. Maybe got some wrong wool. Around 2021, my skin started to peel under your eyebrows. It got so bad and out of hand that it moved between my eyebrow down to your cheeks, nose and mouth area, where it just gets reddish and the skin peels off and it burns like hell. Dermatitis, is it called? Not a single clue what it is. What's the doctor said? Use creams to keep it calm and whatnot, and it helps, but I want to know what in the world causes it. Contact allergy or something like that? You wear mittens up to your shoulders and across your chest. Yeah, that's... Did you get... You used to have mittens on a string, right? And you'd have on each of beds, and the string would go up one arm, across your chest and down the other arm to the other hand. They've opened up 3 to 4 new skills since release and 1 to 2 more biomes. Slightly light, yet you agree, but I think enough for the 25 streams, hence only 25. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what it is about. I don't like. Obviously, I very much like survival games, but some I just have no urge to. I've not looked at that one at all. So this is not one of them. But some games I look at and have no desire. I don't know why I wanted to play The Forest, but I don't want to play Green Hell, for example. Like I don't know what it is that attracts me to stuff. I think a lot of it really gets into how in the game Stubler gets. Like if he builds a village like he did in Valheim, it'd be easy. Yeah. I'm starting to think, like, in Grounded 1, all I wanted to do was build a base, but not so much in Grounded 2. In Valheim, all I wanted to do was build a base, but not so much in the Forest games. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know. Maybe we should play WoW. Nah. The GP basically said fuck you when I said I wanted to ask about it. I don't have time for this, sorry, you have to choose one thing to talk about. Oh, I see. That was just my 6-week checkup to do all the things that have gone on since having the baby, but yeah, sure, let's discuss birth control and I'll just fuck by myself. So have you had to go in for another appointment for it? You're still only like, what, 15? It's done... I think Trim's like level 10 to 15 on about 8 characters at this point. Nah, you've got an appointment for it. Yeah, Green Hill, don't feel like you missed it. Not Green Hill. Green Hill's a misfit, so Green Hell. Level 13, there you go. Come on, Revs. Hello? Sorry, Sid, there we go. How's that for you, Siddles? Thank you. Oh, I'm getting hungry though. I might have some chips in the sorbet. We'll go and eat them. Turns out going across the lake, pointless. Right, to Siddles's. What are the rules to talk about Subnautica in terms of not spoiling anything? I know the release date, yeah. It's coming out shortly, right? But it's going to be a while since it's in 1.0, I think. And I like that first game far too much. I think I'm going to wait for 1.0 on that one. Tomorrow, that's it, yeah. I really want it to land. I know the development and the lawsuits and all of the swapping and chaos and everything. I know it's not exactly a hopeful position for a game in such a monstrous franchise to come out with, especially after that disappointment there was that expansion. But oftentimes from chaos, something fresher diamonds are formed. I don't know, maybe hopeful. After a session last night, I don't think Trim will be playing much, so I've got to trim up to level 12 so I can play that character with her whenever she wants, and Nigel is now set free. Set free sounds bad. I guess Nigel is solo leveling now, so he'll be catching them soon. Would have been after a session last night. Did something bad happen, Trim, or what? I wanted to land and retcon below zero. Yeah, me too. I'll just pretend it never existed, right? Yeah, the story in Below Zero just completely fucked up. Like, it kind of kneecaps any cool ideas you would have for a sequel. For a very 4 out of 10 game as well, it's sad. I don't want a named protagonist. Not named, yeah, sorry, I don't want a voiced protagonist again. That killed everything. Scale, we need Scale back. I knew it was just a DLC, but still, like, it was one of the best, like, horror/dread games that wasn't packaged as well. Brilliant. But the second, that Below Zero just felt too of the era. I don't know, maybe they've learnt their lessons, it'd be nice. Oh, you have to convince Tremet to do this fresh and it's showing this. Gotcha. Well, if she didn't want it, and you do want it, I think power leveling Nigel is the best way, right? Look at Torin, for example. Once your shackles are off, from your polite arrangement, I should say. Not. I'm starting to see why you thought it felt bad saying free. Yeah, I meant it sound worse. Tell you what though, the pressure to not level too fast on this server is... sorry, the ability to not level too fast because of the lengthy timeline is brilliant. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm just going to get some food out of the sorbet. I probably won't need it, but just in case I do. Have I not got a bag of chips in here? I thought I had some in here. Oh, God. Oh, Kieran's not going to have any, is he? Might starve to death. Trim there for when she wants the chocolate. Nigel can push on. Big small boys. We can be the tortoise and the hare, you and me, Trim. No, we'll both be the tortoise. When everybody speed levels up and drifts off and over the horizon, leveling fast and leveling hard, we'll be creeping up in the background and we'll still be there when Nax is, you know what I mean? Because you've got a lot of evidence of that. With your warlock in the back for late. How was Dead Night? It was a shit show until it wasn't. Luckily August saved us. I put a group together and all was well. We got a healer and I said full run and he said roger that. So we got bedded in the undead cave and started farming. They were a 10-minute respawn and we got all the timings just right and we were beating other groups to the pulls. And then as it stretched on to like 40 minutes in there, the priest started to look a bit soft and lacking staying power and then just left. So Mina said, let's invite Augur, because he said he would be our backup. And then she'll heal, which she didn't want to do, which is understandable. But she said she'd do it just to save the group. So I said to Augur, let's go. He immediately got a work call and went AFK. It's alright, it's fine. So we waited like 10 minutes for him to finally receive the message. And then he was still on his work call, but he'd flown over to the dungeon. Alright, good. We had to fight our way out to get to him, to bring him in, of course. And then he got to the dungeon, and then he was AFK again. So we waited another 10 minutes, and then I was messaging him saying, put me on follow. And he put me on follow, finally. We set off into the dungeon, and for some reason his character, and it wasn't him that did it, disconnected from follow and walked back to where he was when he went on follow. But apparently he wasn't even at his PC when it... I had no fucking clue, so I was raging and salty at Augur, and I was furious. I was so pissed off, I was wasting everybody's time, and everyone's like, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to have time for this. And then when Augur finally came back, we blasted it off in 25 minutes. The Ghost Augur, yeah. We all saw it happen, though. Time did it start? It was like 10 o'clock or something we started. After starting at 8:30. That was what that image was about in Discord this morning, about the big fucking squiggly bullshit line, and then, yeah. But most of it was farming, like very effectively farming the undead. Should start a leveling guild called the Slowpokes. Yeah. Trouble is though, if you're going really slowly, you can't burn out, right? It's perfect. Augur is a ghost, or Stubbler should ghost Augur. I mean, weirdly, when his character moved and it wasn't him that was moving it, he was more likeable. Doomhaus is a leveling guild though, no, there's no raids in here. It's a shame though, isn't it? I miss the disrespecting dungeons era on Starfall. That's the best leveling we've ever had. That was top. Fucking 17 people in dungeons is stupid. What are you talking about, raid? Is that what you mean, Trim, raids? I might have misunderstood what you mean. It's not even a fucking leveling guild, right? It's just a place for us to talk while we're in game. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting hungry now. Let's go to the shop. There we go. There's hunger peaking. I don't want to smoke too much because I'll end up getting myself addicted again. Penultimate Eurovision qualification marbles in 1 hour. Also, while there's a few people more in here now, I need to let everybody know that unlike last year, there is not 26 countries in Eurovision. I don't know why, I don't know what's changed, but on what is probably going to be our last ever Doomhaus Eurovision, 2 days before it starts, I have discovered that there is only 25 countries in Eurovision this year. So Gwynblade, who thought he was safe yesterday, after marbles, is now below the Eurovision line. No fucking clue. But yeah, this might be our last... I think I'm very leaning heavily towards it. That's the thing saying... I'm not boycotting it at all. But... like... we got involved in Eurovision because it was super unserious and silly, but it presented itself as serious and it was fun, right? But now it's wrapped up in so much extremely serious discourse that I don't want to be involved in it. You know what I mean? Because on Sunday, like Saturday when the competition's on, it's going to be on everybody's minds, and like, I liked it when it was pseudo-political. Now it is political, and I fully understand everybody's reasons for doing what they're doing, like, I get it, but now it's no longer a daft, fun, goofy show. I don't, it feels too serious to make light of now, so we're going to have to think of something else to get involved in. Kat suggested Crufts. Boy George didn't get through. Wait, Boy George was competing. Was he actually? What for it? He's English, isn't he? Was he the United Kingdom candidate? Bring back Sax guy, make it light again. Who's he from? Moldova. Why are we so concerned with a young man named George? No, I shouldn't make that joke. I was doing it for another country. Who was he representing? Boy George San Marino. See, I wish the whole thing was like this. This is the fun that you're here for Eurovision, but now we're going to have to think about this boycott and that boycott, and this country getting booed and that country getting booed, and this young performer getting shit on because of X, Y, and it's just... I've got no... What the fuck is that? That's not fallen off the car, has it? No. Look at my sad rally car, everybody. I used to love this thing, and now look at the state of it. It's let me down today. I need to take it back to Alkarians, actually. That's something we'll do now. But now I've at least got £6,000 in my pocket. Sothan in? No. Oh, I'm ready for a sausage, though. I might have some of that moose meat. I'm kind of concerned it's going to go off. Sothan would be nice. It'd be nice if Sothan could show up. Right, moose meat. Whoa. Beautiful. What, did the judges say he wasn't allowed to do it or something, or did he just get voted out by the massive San Marino voting bloc in Eurovision? I'm wondering how I'm going to sort out this wheel alignment situation, because I can't pay Alkarion to do it because he's just rubbish at it. The thing we posted this morning was a picture of Boy George, was it really? I just picture some like dark-haired singer. Oh, there's Pinkle's loincloth. That's Boy George. Oh, that's Boy George. Oh, Israel qualifies, but Boy George is... You know what? I read that and assumed he was boycotting. He was out as in, like, I'm out, I'm not getting involved. See, you know what I'm saying? I assumed that was him being like, nope, I'm out. Okay, let's beat this fucking game. Don't blame me. I'm just surprised there was a Eurovision story that was actually about the competition. But yeah, well, I need to think about it, but as it stands, I don't know whether I can be bothered with it anymore. Which I suppose is what everybody wants, right? The idea is to completely gum up the competition as much as possible so that it loses support and is forced to make a decision. I suppose I'm one of the people that is going to be the... You know what I mean? Hello? Is that cats? Oh, it's kit. Town. I suppose I'm going to be one of the people that is going to be a bargaining chip, right? Alright, actually, that coffee was still full. Get on there. I'll do 80 gold. The fuck do you want 80 gold for? Your mount. Your own mount. This game's getting to me now. It's chipping away, bit by bit. Oh yeah, we're gonna get chickens. I've never ridden one of them before. Never ridden a Kodo. I've only just ridden a Raptor for the first time. What else have I ridden a... Undead one I have, the Orcish one. Oh yeah, in the... Was it pre-alpha or whatever, when Torrent had Plains Runner or Plains Strider or something? Yeah. It's not as fun though, is it? It's a big fucking coda. It's too bad the selection round and final round of the Westminster Dog Show are so close together. It'd be fun to root for a dog breed. Go Borzoi. Yeah, we've got to think of something. But the Eurovision was just so fun because it was just this big gay pseudo political glittery. Do you know what I mean? Like it was. And you were voting on, like, daft old alliances and, are Greece going to vote for Cyprus and all that. Like, it was... It was silly. Or there'd be some fallout in Brussels and suddenly England and the United Kingdom would come last. Or whatever, but... No. The War going to have mounts in retail when they're released? I think they're basically a plain runner mechanic. I don't know. I don't know about Worgen. Does anybody play anything other than vanilla that knows whether Worgens have mounts? Taurin's plain striding in the sky. With his ancestors. There's always political the UK coming last. It was nothing to do with us sending absolute dog shit, yeah. I mean, it might come back if Eurovision calms down, but it's very much being wielded as a weapon right now, right? So whether you think it's for a good reason or a bad reason, it's too serious at the moment for us to treat lightly, I think, and it feels shit to do so. They've got horses, haven't they? You can. Is that cats? Can't go chop more fight. Also, what am I doing? I need to get to fucking Alcarions. Oh, hang on. I'll do this after. I got relaxed then, waiting for the... Oh shit, get to Alcarions. I completely forgot the point. I'm very tired, but it's alright, we can do it. I think, however, the only band I know and still listen to from the time is AWS, and they managed to get the Eurovision rep in Hungary. AWS? The singer died, so the band kind of went down. What do you mean in terms of acts that you know from Eurovision's past? Right, please start. You bitch. Right, I need to get to Alcarions and fast. Can't see at the moment, so I'm going to have to drive like this. Please reverse into the tractor. Right, clutch out. Choke out, sorry. I feel like it might stall. Just stay running. Alcarion, I'm coming, don't shut up shop. I think you can say it, yeah. I wouldn't put it past this game. Oh, we're not even iced up. What are we doing here? Stop! Stop! Come back, car! All is forgiven. Please just stay running. Duh.
Cheeky's won the rally for the 34th time since the Rocky family has moved to the valley. What's Cheeky's secret to winning the rally every single time? He says it's all in the precise gear shifting and not dying. That is, once again, not dying.
Ah. I need it to stay running so it can warm up, but if by the time it's warmed up I'm not going to be able to get to Alcarions. And I can't survive in it because it's too fucking cold. We'll be fine. They've totally not planes running. They've got a shitty horse reskin. Yeah, like Bear was saying. I didn't know that. Compared to like 2016 or something. I don't remember anything like that. I'll watch their performance. Battle metal. I've never heard that before. Oh! I'm slowly losing my mind. My winter car's taking it out of me today. Damn Swedish song from last year still gets stuck in your head on occasion. Come on, car, warm up. Or just stall. It survived that. Am I stuck in the thing, maybe? Maxwell, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think it was 2021 or something. Like, every song was top. Like, that was the last one that wasn't, like, involved in any wars, if that makes sense. Because obviously Eurovision... Ukraine came straight after it, and then Ukraine won that one, etc. Yeah, this feels like a bit of an issue. Let's put it in second. No, I changed gears. Okay, we're in second. Can I reverse, in fact? No. Right, we've got a bit of an issue. For some reason, every time I throttle, the engine stalls. I'm worried it might be flooded. If you've got any idea or hints or tips, what could help, or what the diagnosis is. There's a lot of people in here that will know it as well, but they aren't telling me for the sake of me playing the game properly. Singer died in 2021. Sorry, yeah, I was saying the Eurovision 2021 was the last like pre-war one where it wasn't all this stuff wasn't happening, and just memorable stuff from that one. There's tons of it. Like Finland, Iceland, and Malta, and everybody from that year was top. Oh. I'm struggling. I've got my winter car pain. I can feel it. I need to get this somehow to Alcarion's, and then we can work on it in there, right? And the good thing about working on the car in there, I might sit in it until it warms up for a bit. Like maybe it's something like that. Obviously, the choke being out hasn't helped. That might have been part of the problem, in fact. So let's just sit and rev it for a bit. Exactly, easy green, yeah. I got you, Aunty, yeah. Like, as I say, I probably listened to it in the past. In fact, I almost definitely did. Set the lights on. Shagadan, welcome to the stream. I'm just saying Eurovision has an interesting opportunity to accept America as the next Eurovision contestant, because America wants to be in Eurovision. They always say we want Eurovision. They're going to storm Eurovision by force. I mean, Australia's in it, and it's literally the other side of the world, so you would, even if America did join Eurovision, it would be the second furthest away country in it. You know what, why not? Bollocks to it. Alright, maybe it was that the choke was out, and that's why it was struggling to start. It's still not warming up, but... Better. Okay. Shag it down how you will. I've had a bad stream. Actually, the world is centred on America, so it's you who's far from us. It's true, actually. Can't believe how far Europe is from Eurovision. Oh, don't worry, Aunty, we've got a full World Cup of that to come. Right, blow her up. That shit, I know this sounds lame, but that shit at the start of today's stream is just completely... It's one of them fuck this game moments. So angry. And it was all Elkarion's fault. I could be living pretty right now with my first rally completed without dying. Ever. Imagine. First life and I'm there tearing about getting a time on the rally. We can still say that we competed in the rally. Built the car blind and competed in the rally without dying, but I wanted to finish it. I just want to be happy. Alright, stick to it, stuff we can do this. Now let's go have a drive around the block. Australia makes sense, they were a colony for so long, just call it reparations. I mean, they've still got the British flag on their flag, which is a European country, last I checked. That's what you need to do, you need to get the British flag in place of the stars on the American flag, which I'm sure won't be that controversial. You can just say that you can get in a big gay glittery competition. And then you'll qualify. Alright, car's still pulling to the left, but it's running alright. Shouldn't have had the choke out, that was a mistake. But I don't understand what this wheel... It might be like a wearing down of a component that didn't wear down in the first game. Like it might be a upper control arm issue, for example. Look. But it's so temperamental because of the wheel alignment. I'm having to constantly hug to the right. Hello there. I would see who's on the bus, but I can't fucking see. Look, this is the problem we were having. It's dragging to the left now, but it was really dragging to the right before. And it dragged me off the track on the way to compete for the rally, and because the car was in the ditch upside down, I'm very cold. I missed the rally, so I didn't even get to complete my first fucking rally. Chaz, good morning. How gay do I have to be to join Eurovision? That's the thing I need to announce. So, ahead of the competition, I set the Eurovision line at 26 countries like last year. But, for some reason, it's now been announced, now the finalists have started, that this year is not going to have 26 countries, it's going to have 25. So the Eurovision line had to be adjusted, and Gwynblade has been relegated to below the Eurovision line. So Chaz, it's funny you should ask, you are the closest person to losing your fucking Eurovision spot, so you better win marbles. There is even a chance that 6-4 could not get his spot with 2 points because of the 6-4 rule, weirdly. He might be the first person to fall victim, or one of the people that falls victim to it in the name of Spice. Alright, maybe we can take that to town on Monday. If I turn the ignition back on, I'm going to have to do the radio off. So currently you are, Chaz, but you might have to get even more gay towards the competition's opening. I feel like I'm in a dangerous mood. Like I feel like Jitten's in trouble because I'm distracted today. Right, blower off, lights off, ignition, off, interior light off. It's warmer outside the car than it is in it. You do your best. Just got to get them numbers up, Chaz. But I've got faith in you. My head is completely not in the game today. Let's continue cooking this, boiling this coffee. I suppose we're going to have to chop some more logs, but I don't know how many logs I can chop. I just want to get rallying. But I think the issue I have with this game at the moment is because you can't adjust your sleep. Like, I don't know if you remember in the first game, everybody, you could sit and look at the TV to get tired. So if I slept now, I could, like, make it the next day. Because that's not an option, which I understand, it's more realistic, right? But because that's not an option, this game is like, it feels like 40% just waiting around. Like, how many times have you seen me just sat about? I suppose it'd be different if I had the taxi. I had something for this, something about dicks in hands, but I'm stuck in traffic, so your responses are limited. Just imagine Chaz said something tragic. Is your heart in it? Follow that and nothing could ever go wrong. Damn, Shaggy Dan, that was uplifting. No, my heart's not in it. I don't know what it is about this one. Like, I'm still formulating my opinion on my winter car. It seems there's loads of new features. There's the gambling. There's the sports betting. There's the taxi work. There's photo fun. There's the ice racing. There's all sorts of stuff. And we haven't really lost much. We've lost, strawberry picking and grandma. But I don't know. I guess I'm feeling what he wants us to feel, right? For some reason, it's wearing away at my brain. It's eating into my patience, which is usually something we've got unlimited of in this place. Stupid shit, nice winter car. Have I checked if so? That's so. I think the formula that worked for my summer car is that the moment-to-moment gameplay was not amazing, but just being in that world was like it was just such a calm and old-fashioned and like optimistic setting to put a video game in. But in this, the moment-to-moment gameplay, as it was in the first, is not the best. But also, because it's so dark and so dreary and so like lacking in character so much, it's also not a nice place to exist in. It's funny, yeah. The settings. It feels very different. I would genuinely be interested to know if people what it's like as a viewing experience. Like, there's a lot less silly stuff for us to joke about in this one. There's a lot less character in the characters we put names to. And obviously, there's not a great deal to watch, because either I'm out in the pitch black, which I fully understand it's realistic, or I'm sat in the apartment waiting time out because I can't adjust my sleep schedule. I have a feeling it might not be as... like, because there was something weirdly, like, joyous about my summer car, wasn't there, in a strange way? Like, it was just silly enough that you could see your goals laid out in front of you. And there was enough character in the world so that every trip to the shop or every trip to Alcarion's or every trip to Grandma, none of it was never the same. Like, every trip on the back road had a bit of peril involved last time, because obviously it didn't have the fucking shortcut. So, I mean, we don't have the house anymore, but now I don't have the house. I go from here to here to here.
And now for the latest in the cheeky news.
By the
Not content with simply
way,
beating the game,
From here to here to
now
here.
finish it backward.
And I just do that now. I don't go anywhere else. Unless I'm doing a delivery, I never go anywhere else. And even if I still had the house, I would do this, this, and this, and then a little bit of this. and that's it. Like, you never see the road. You don't go taking Zothan, picking him up on a night drunk. You don't go this way, because obviously this was... But then, and I barely ever use the main road, especially not this lower section, because there's just nothing down there now. And because of this, that road across it, that little bit of road has killed this bit, both train tracks, which were the main fucking character, or all three train crossings, which were the main characters in the first game. This whole section of Southern Road, other than the odd firewood job. Yeah, the map just feels really small now and samey. Good work, Keaton. Sorry, I'm in a waiting period at the moment. Waiting for phone calls, and I'm in a bit of a ranting mood. I think that road, while being convenient, has removed a lot of soul from the map. I know I've said it before, but now, like I say, I barely go anywhere near it. Barely go anywhere near 75% of the map. I'd see a bit more if I still worked.
Ring.
Oh god, it's the wizard. Alright, mine. You've got 10 seconds. If this phone rings, pink name. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, your name stays shitty green. Yeah. Genuine question. I'll ask it. I appreciate I asked a bit of a question that was relatively heavy before. Genuine question. And you don't have to write anything other than the answer. Did you prefer watching my summer car to my winter car? Which one? Which one did you prefer? Kitten preferred summer, Aunty preferred summer, Cats preferred summer, Martin kinda. I don't know what's different. Shaggy Dan preferred summer. I mean, summer was the first time experience, but I was on, like, I'd played through it tons of times by the time we were still enjoying it at the end. It does easy green, yeah, but I think the things, that's, for that very reason, the things that I've mentioned are the things that will never change, I think. Like, the map being cut off, and there might be just more reasons to go down south, but at the moment, it feels like it has slightly more gameplay, but 90% of the soul stripped out. And again, I'll be playing this even when it's fit. I'm not going anywhere. But at the moment, I think a lot of the core of what made My Summer Car brilliant are out. Not enough food to fun. What's different with My Summer Car was kind of fleshed out. But I was saying this to Sotham. This has more shit in it than My Summer Car has. It just needs a couple of voice lines here and there to add a bit more flavour to things. And the story. But if you think about the story in Summer... Spoilers, by the way. Turn this off for those... I'll put my hand down when I finish talking spoilers. The story in Summer was... You built the car, you threatened Santa to a street race, he and Suski crash, you take Suski home, you go on one day, and that's the whole story. Like, you could probably do the story in 3 in-game days. Like, we're not missing much, but this doesn't have the Bales job, which we did once, and it doesn't have strawberries, and it doesn't have grandma, but it's got the taxi job, it's got the sports betting, it's got food to fun, it's got tons more log jobs, tons more sewage. It happens a lot faster. Like, you've got more stuff to do in this game, but you're waiting around more because he's removed the sleeping thing. Don't get me wrong, this is good and I'm enjoying it, but summer was better because you died a lot. That is another thing, yeah. It's not bad and there's still stuff to do, but it isn't there yet. Yeah, it very much isn't. Overdose on kill you and get the chop counter up by 1. That's true, Martin. Actually, one thing this is missing from summer is it's missing Sothan calling in the middle of the night. Like, having Sothan call in the middle of the night, having... Also, this has got the classified magazine, though, getting tons more customization options. Having Sothan calling you at random, having the crank calls on the phone, having grandma call, having... Like, all of this stuff just felt... That's where the character came from, right? And I get that the idea of this game is to be beyond the era of that like glorious mid-90s summer before the world started to go more digital and before the big companies started taking over small businesses and PSK pushed. I get all them stories and I get that it will affect gameplay, but as a message, it's cool. But as a game... Yeah, I blame it on Grandma not being here. I don't know if I don't know if I'd prefer if it was easier to freeze to death though, because it's unrealistic. Then Cousin's just not a thing in this anymore because he's a big. I mean, this is something he can fix. But you see Cousin once every like 4 streams and he's upside down in a ditch. It's missing. Yeah, there's very few ways to actually interact with the world at the moment. Yeah, maybe we should just go back to Under the Sand. I'm certainly not. I'm not thinking of quitting this anytime soon, and I'm such a like. I don't subscribe to recency bias, but the further we get away from My Summer Car, the more I'm thinking that might have been one of my favourite games ever. So I'm not giving up on this in any way, but maybe it serves as us thinking what this game needs to start to feel a bit more like the first one. The problem is, I know you're not bad, just for the record, I just wanted to make everybody else know that I wasn't bitching. I think what this game needs is remove this fucking ice road, right? Get rid of that, because that's a problem in terms of like map pacing. Is it more convenient? Yes. How many games have died from being overly convenient? More than we can mention. Get rid of the ice road, and if people want to make the trek across the lake to get to town faster, they're going to have to deal with the snow like in real life, right? And I know that those roads are probably common. We need something on the south of the map, like a hole in the arse. I don't know what, but there's got to be some reason to go down here other than once every 3 weeks to deliver firewood to Siddleton. But then getting rid of that road would then open up the south of the map, right? But it's probably working on this. This is not me begging us. Like, I'm looking forward to him adding more, like Kitten says, interaction with the world. Because at the moment, maybe what this is doing is it's not a bad thing on My Winter Car, but it is serving as a very good example of what was brilliant about summer. And what I assume, because I trust the man, will be coming to this as well. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm definitely not sat saying this is some kind of wasted project or whatever, but it's now I've asked everybody and it's almost unanimous apart from one person who says both. It's not quite there yet, is it? So press 1 to go back to My Summer Car tomorrow and get a gold in that instead. Don't you dare. Okay, still not quite late. I could do to be a lot tireder. I wouldn't mind being able to see. But we're never going to get that, are we? Like, it's always going to be too dark to see anything most of the time. Life doesn't get more boring as you get older, you just get intelligent enough to realise it was never as fun as you thought it was when you were a kid. Alright, let's pay some bills. I suppose we could go to the to PSK and go pick up that postal order, even though I'm going to be throwing most of it in the bin because I accidentally ordered a double set of bucket seats. I really miss the shop though, really badly. I miss it all being in one place. There was something so like warm and communal about that. But that's the point, right? That's the message. Are you actually not going to start now? Fuck it, I thought I'll just have a nice drive and we'll go and pick up the postal order, but no. Car won't start because it's cold and I'm about to freeze to death, so... I will say, though, on the stubble of dying or not dying and things that need to change to try and encourage more deaths, I don't think that's a general thing. Because I remember somebody saying that Gina's died like 40 times and Gonad's died a bunch, like everybody's died a lot. I think I might just be excessively safe in everything I do. So I don't think they should balance the game around me in any way. I'm the dumb exception. Everybody's dead, Dave. Daves is another one that's died a lot, yeah. You're just a bitch. Exactly. I don't know. Right, let's go. We'll go for a drive to PSK. I'll go pick up this trailer. Yeah, I think balancing the game to try and get an incredibly safe player like me killed more would probably be an apocalypse for everybody else. And I'm not good at the game. I'm just, like Siddle says, I'm just too safe. I've also died in every dumbest way possible. In other games or in summer. Oh shit, I've still got the trailer. No, I haven't. Right, let's go. You burnt your house down last week and almost went to sleep. Did I? That's the thing, like... I was about to bring up something that's slightly too serious for this discussion, but... Do you know the idea that people say they don't want to live forever because... eventually, everything that could go wrong to a person will go wrong to you. And you'll just be trapped in this limbo where progress becomes a snail's pace, etc. Just changed it so I can't drive up this hill as well, so we're going the long way around. I feel like that's what's become of this playthrough. Like, I've been playing for 260 hours blind, and I still don't know what the death screen looks like, if it's a new newspaper or there's any new adverts on it, which sounds on the surface noteworthy, but instead, as Bilbo once said, I feel like butter spread over too much bread. Like, this life's gone on too long and it's starting to get concerning why I'm still here and still fucking... You know what I mean? And as predicted, everything bad that could happen to you in this game without dying is slowly happening to us. I've lost my job as a taxi driver, I burnt the house down, I've lost my job as food tufon, I've been to prison, we've accidentally killed multiple friends at this point. He is salty, absolutely, yeah, and that's why it will always stay dark and stuff. Yeah, and I get the message, and I get the idea of, like, longing for the summer of our youth. Like, that's the whole message, and I back him in his desire to be as realistic as possible. But it might have struck lightning in the bottle with that first game, but I've got faith he can do it with this one as well. Making wistful Lord of the Rings references. I am. We've been here before. We're going round in circles. Mind right, welcome to the stream and good morning. To hell with that, I want to live forever. You with your clanker heart. You're going to have to, like the ship of Theseus, mind right, slowly replace all your biological parts with clanker parts and you'll live forever. Isn't that how it is in winter? We often just wonder how long this winter's going to take, how long it will be until spring. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm fully behind his message there as well. I like the idea of him properly representing a Finnish winter and not trying to sugarcoat it or make it video gamey in any way. I'm with him. Immortality by pieces. More machine than man. It's true actually, somebody hit Mindra in golf the other day and his eye went red. His eye, one eyeball started flashing red. I'm committed to this though, don't worry. It's not like I'm going to bail on it anyway, but it's interesting. Maybe I need to sit in it and spend more time in it. I don't know if it's the same for anybody else, but that's how I cope when I'm not quite feeling a game, or it's not gripping with me, or it's frustrating me. All I want to do is immediately load it back up the second I finish the stream and just like exposure therapy myself to try and work out what the problem was. And usually I end up loving a game on the other end. The problem is, fresh exists. Right, let's cure one problem I've had for a while. Not mine now. Hello, Martin.
Painu helvettiin.
Hello, Salty. This is expensive. I don't even want this. This is a £5,000 post order from the magazine. Because I ordered bucket seats for the rally, which I couldn't do. For those just arriving, you might have missed the story. I started the rally today. I started where we finished off from yesterday. I set off to... Okay, go on, Matt. Go on, after you. Don't worry about it.
What was that? I felt a little bit of air pressing on my back.
I started the stream today ready to set off on the third leg. I was had to drive down to the strawberry field to start the third leg. I also tried to call the stream the third leg, but Twitch said no. And when I got to the Parc Ferme area, Alkirion was sat there with a massive grin on his face and the car wouldn't turn. It couldn't turn left. So I thought, I'm going to end up late for the start of this rally, so I thought I'll just drag it to the start and then I'll try and work on it real quick once I've like signed up and got qualified. And I'm already joking about it. The problem being, as I was driving south to try and make it to qualification, the suspension went all together. I couldn't keep the car on the road, and within 10 seconds it was upside down in a ditch, and I had like 2 minutes to get to the start of the rally. So I managed to get the car on its wheels, got in it in a frantic panic, limped to the rally start, and I was almost 2 hours late at that point, and they said I wasn't allowed to do the rally. I wanted to just complete one rally before my first death, but no. Fuck this game. I don't know how Finnish people do it. I couldn't handle these winters. All the dark and the cold. I don't know why people like mild winters, let alone Finland winter. I guess it's all you've ever known, right? I wonder how many people move to a country like this. Like, imagine you live in the south of France. How many people would, like, how easy that adjustment period is? Nothing to do with Finland or Siberia or anywhere that has these weathers, but imagine moving from a country that you have long, hot summers and springs and beautiful, and then moving to a country that is only light 4 hours a day for a third of the year. Just the adjustment from Alabama to the UK was a shock to the system. Can't imagine this. Yeah, it's fucked, right? Somebody grew up in West London who did it. That I could, yeah, as you said, the further you're moving to there from north, I could understand it. It gets a bit easier to understand. The idea of, like, not that cold is better than warm or warm is better than cold or anything like that, but fucking hell, what an adjustment period just in terms of daylight. Right, what was I saying? Yes, I ordered some bucket seats for the car. Spent a lot of money on bucket seats, only to realise I already had some fucking bucket seats. So I've had to go and get this for $5,000 and waste money because I can't tell Salty I don't want the package anymore, so we have to bring the fucking package home. So I'm going to put it in here and we're going to crack it open and then just leave them. Like, there'll be gaming chairs for that weird period in, like, there was about, 9 months between sort of end of 2013 and like mid-2015-ish. There was that weird period where gaming chairs were cool. So if I buy now... Fucking hell, it's so expensive. $5,000. I might be the only person that's bought 2 sets of these friggin' things. It'd be nice if I could put them in the sorbet, but alas. Right, will you stay in there? The mate went to Finland with his Finnish wife and got Finnish citizenship a week before his 30th birthday and immediately got called up for national service. Well, when in Rome, right? But I'm talking, is it in the far... I was going to say, is it in the far north where he'll have these winters, but this game's not set in the far north, is it? Right. 10 minutes. Can we get the car to Alkirios in 10 minutes, or is it not worth the effort? Because it is a good time to sleep now, it's 10 PM. I'll tell you what would be nice if Sothan would be in. Deliver some Kilyu to it. No. See, you make a good... I was just thinking then, Schmitz, whether or not I could get a good price from at the flea market. Is that a good idea? If I can sleep through, now I'm taking them to the flea market. I'm going to see if I can get, like, $1,000 for each. I moved from northern Michigan to... Michigan is... Yeah, to North Carolina. Michigan had tons of cold and snow and winters that lasted from October to May. North Carolina has winters, but they're mild. You're getting winters where these winters suck. But I'm getting where these winters suck and are too cold. They're like a pigeon, you need to fly south for the winter. Just keep going south. I named a bird that doesn't fly south for the winter. They're a stunning move. Well done, Stubble. Can I make it to the flea market? It's not even open yet, is it? What time does she open? She opens at 10. There's no point. Well, I suppose we'll end the stream as we always do by delivering a couple of adverts. Bit of use of ourselves. Our winters are so mild, Martin. We had blue sky, wind, and like 8 degrees in what, mid October, and it's been like that ever fucking since, and it still is. Our weather's been dog water recently. That first week in spring, as I say, where it's lovely blue skies, but it's windy. And it's still got most of the winter chill in the air. That's set in the first week of March, and it's never gone. It's still there now. My friend just got rid of his 2015 gaming chair this year. I almost took it because the thing was still in decent shape. They really don't make them like that anymore. It's just a fucking chair. What was the brand that made them back in the day? Oh, it was something racing, wasn't it? Because that's where we had the joke about they're like a race car bed, but for teenagers. Hence why it falls a part of it snows. Yeah, we had we had the worst, like, 40 seconds of hailstones I've ever seen in this country. Like, marbles. There was car alarms going off outside and stuff. And 10 minutes later, it was sun shining again. I've been in a strange mood today, everybody, you might have noticed. I've been off it for some reason. However, we've managed to not die, even though I did massively fuck up the rally. I'm annoyed about that. Race car beds aren't just for kids, they're also for divorced dads. But to make it look like their house is better than their mum's. Kids don't talk to kids anymore. Probably for the best. Not since I was one of them was the end of that sentence. Might have missed a bit. Oh, I don't feel myself today at all. I think I put so much fucking energy. Kirk from The Simpsons. Who's Kirk? Who's Kirk in The Simpsons? Kirk is reserved for one character in pop culture. Oh, Milhouse's dad, yes. Kirk Van Houten. Right, I'll have to go do the last one. We'll call it there, I think. What did he mean, mine, when he said hence why it falls a part of it snows? Sleeps in a racing car while Homer sleeps in a big bed with his wife. Trying to translate that sentence from mine. Usually I do the autocorrect. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm coming down with something or not feeling terribly myself and my Martin translation technology is faltering. Watch me get massively... This time last year, if you remember, I got the flu. And I was This is that week last year where I was bedridden. And I had to drag myself out of bed to do the Eurovision picks. While everybody's here for marbles. Eurovision, probably going to be the last Doomhaus Eurovision. But, to spice things up, we've got a new rule thanks to 6-4, where tomorrow's marbles, which is going to be the last one to get involved with qualification, is going to be Portal Purgatory guaranteed. So there'll be a big shake-up before. And, for some fucking reason, Eurovision have decided that unlike last year when there was 26 countries, they've decided this week there's going to be 25 countries, so Gwynplaine has been eliminated from Eurovision qualification without anybody overtaking him. Thanks, Eurovision, lovely. Doesn't snow so much, so when it does, it's chaos. Hence why it falls... I see, mate, I got you. Yeah, I was saying, Kieran, like it dominates the news now in extremely serious ways, and it's the current year in 2026. It's not like the goofy, silly, overly like pseudo serious, like fun thing it was. Now it's being used as a boycott tool against countries in like again. It's not something I completely disagree with, but it feels icky for me to suddenly be taking it lightly, which is a dumb thing to say about Eurovision, right? But I just feel super uncomfortable with... I'm not boycotting it for the same reasons, but I just feel it's become too serious, and it's tackling serious things that are antithetical to why I wanted to get involved in it in the first place. Yeah, and it's not one country, or it's not Eurovision themselves, or it's not the protesters. It like, if you was to completely remove any side from it, it's just not the goofy. Yeah, look, some people are enjoying something, better vomit my political bullshit all over it. Yeah, and I, for the large part, agree with a lot of the concerns, and I agree with a lot of the decisions that people feel need to be made. Like, I'm certainly like, but in a world where our sanity is in short supply, I don't know whether I want to be sat pretending that we're having a silly, goofy time over something that is wrapped in a very serious geopolitical discussion, right? Does that make sense? Right, that's going to do it for my winter card today, though. It's been a strange stream, I do apologise. I must be in a strange mood today. Felt alright this morning, but for some reason, I think it was all that panic when I botched the fucking rally. Someone knows someone in Eurovision front office and found a way to stick it to his brother. Yeah, exactly. Paul G, welcome to the stream. How's things? That's going to do it for today, sadly. I'm going. So thank you all for joining, as always. I apologise, as I say, for being a bit off it today. But I will see you all tomorrow for the final My Winter Car stream before Eurovision qualification. As I say, it might very well be the last one. You'd never watched it until it came here, yeah. I mean, the early ones that you got involved with were tippy top, but it's changed considerably. I've not done it yet, Paul. I'm still on my first life, and I'm playing blind, and I did half of the rally yesterday, but my car broke down before I got to do the third leg, so that's still to come. Right. My Winter Car Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of every week. I will see you all tomorrow for more. Thank you all for joining. I love you all. Welcome to the new followers. Spending time in here, even if I've been completely phased out, zoned out today. You're all very lovely. But for now, it's time for the penultimate qualification. Are we all ready? Currently, team scores-wise, after Siddles won 2 points in yesterday's marbles, the Greens are 73 to the Orange 61. They're only 12 points ahead, and we've actually managed to claw back some room. By the way, there is a very real chance that we can go back to Eurovision, like if everything cools off, but it's been tied to two series for too long that I always get stressed before it, thinking I don't want to just sit and, you know what I mean? Might get to stay in 10th place for a bit. What's that, Azzy, sorry? Oh god, we've got the new season after yesterday's upgrade. Azzy, welcome to the stream. Season just short of 70. If you would like to take part in today's penultimate single-point marbles competition to potentially secure your place in Eurovision 2026, then you must simply type the password, and the password for today is Crash. Go. Alright, who needs to get points to qualify? Gwynblade, obviously, who got relegated yesterday. Santa, Cold Cuts Time Splitters, Cellist, Mazak, 12, or Bear. Are any of those in here today? Of course, you need to be in the Doomhaus Discord because this is part of the competition. Cellist could Cellist qualify for Eurovision? Could Bear qualify for Eurovision? Alright, we've got Siddles, who won a double-point marbles yesterday for the Oranges. Azar for the Greens. Monrat for the Oranges. Alcarion for the Oranges. Easy Green for the Greens. For the Oranges. Cellist for the Greens. Cats for the Greens. It's worth coming back tomorrow because it's going to be guaranteed Portal Purgatory on the marbles before Eurovision. Schmitz for the Oranges. 6-4 for the Greens. Satan for the Oranges. Polar for the Greens. Lundios for the Greens. Aunty for the Oranges. Shaggy Dan for the Oranges. Bear for the Greens. Salty for the Oranges. Azzy for the Oranges. Martin for the Greens. Chaz for the Greens. Trim for the Greens. And Tagslite, welcome to the stream for the Oranges. Is that it? Have I got I feel like I've missed someone. Right, keep an ear out for your name on the roll call. 22 marbles into the race. We have Siddles, Azar, Mindrite, Alcarion, Easy Green, Kitten, Cellist, Cats, Schmitz, 6-4, Satan, Polet, Lundius, Aunty, Shaggy Dan, Bear, Salty, Azzy, Martin, Chaz, Trim, and Tagslack. 11 oranges and 11 greens. Right, first person to pick a number 21 tips level go. Aunty went too early, on his first guess at least. Salty, perfect. 4, says Salty. 22 marbles enter. 1, 2, 3. Mountain Pass. 22 in. Perfect balance between the greens and the oranges. Tagslack, thank you for 87 months. Your 87 didn't come in fast enough. Tagslack, I appreciate the pride as always. And obviously we know Tagslack's going to win this because he subscribed. Augur not here for this one, imagine. Somebody catch Augur, he's too far forward at the moment. Oh, my head's up my arse today. Cats is in the lead. Mountain Pass is the name of the level. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Yeah, I always like dropping concentration, it feels like, before I start getting really ill. I really don't want to... I'm hoping it's not the same thing. Imagine being ill for the Eurovision picks. That'd stink. Having to listen to Siddles' bullshit while feeling unwell. Ooh, this is a very strong lead for Cats. What a lead for Cats, but Salty's managed to get down behind him, and Alkirion as well for the oranges. Cats in the lead then, he's got 2 oranges right behind. He's tumbling. Azar stuck right at the back. Cats could catch Augur. Cats and Mina and Siddles have been pushing. The fuck did you add you to the list and then remove you? I don't think so. Was you on the roll call? No, you're there. You're there. You're in like 4th. You bitch. Dougie, unfortunate. You've missed out. I don't know if he went early today. Oh, Cats just did a massive skip, but Salty did too. Cats went forward while Salty's going backwards. Right, Satan and Salty, you need to catch up to the bitch before he stops. There's Schmitz as well, but Schmitz's jump didn't pay off. Salty, don't hit the rock. Good. Salty and Satan could catch up with Cats there. Anybody else trying to go for the big stunt? They aren't. Come on, oranges. Right, this is where everybody else is. Your last chance. Siddles is all the way at the back. You will not be winning more points today. Can Salty or Satan catch up with Cats? His lead was vast at the start and it's going to stay that way. They're both chasing him down. We need this spinner to really screw him. Aunty's coming as well. Tagslack's coming. Cats is very much on his own at the front here. Can he hold back all these oranges? Come on, oranges. We need the points. Cats had a comfortable run through that spinner. Is he going to get dragged back in? He's not, but Salty's going to get out ahead of him. As is Satan. 2 oranges in the lead now. Cat's in 3rd. Salty could go for her first ever marbles win right here if she can sneak around the rocks. She can't. And goes backwards. Can Cats have enough momentum to maybe sneak around the corner himself? He might get released from this bullshit before the others do. Okay, they all had a bit of trouble, but Cats, of course, gets first. We need Aunty to start appearing from behind at speed. Oh. Wait, how did Salty get the overtake? Salty's first ever marbles. Don't hit anything Salty, it's important. Right, first things first, that's a win for the oranges. That's very good. Second thing, that's Salty's first ever marbles. The marbles win. Good stuff. Orange is now only 11 points behind. But more importantly, that puts Salty in contention for tomorrow's portal. The Trim and Siddles at the back, kissing and cuddling before the zone gets him. Salty is now within 1 win of qualifying for Eurovision, and tomorrow, thanks to the new 6-4 rule, is guaranteed to be portal purgatory. Could Salty do what nobody's ever done before and get 2 points the day before a competition to qualify? Go from 0 to qualified. As an orange Salty, I'm alright with it. Right, portal purgatory tomorrow then, which means multiple people will be winning. Good luck. Thank you all for joining. Taxac, thank you for the sub. Salty, congratulations. Martin, thank you for the big bits as well. I appreciate it. Let me go put the orange name on it. Gold name on Salty. Hang on, I'm doing some fucking scrolling. Where's Salty there. Bang. Salty's first ever marbles win. Good work. I mean, if Salty wins tomorrow, she could potentially kick Chaz out, and that would be swapping a green in Eurovision for an orange. Ooh, imagine. Right, that's going to do it for me, though. What the fuck is a golden Kappa train? Am I the only one seeing that? Well, let me check. I don't think they're as mega rare as they used to be. Martin's the conductor.
Evant a golden kappa.
Kappa. Alkirion, thank you for the big bits. Let's have a look. There used to be, Golden Kappa train can be noted on approach by its distinct banner in chat. Viewers receive the Golden Kappa emote regardless of what level they contribute at, so as long as the hype train reaches at least level 1. It's available to viewers who participate in the Golden Kappa train, so apparently you can get yourself a Golden Kappa for forever, depending on your kickoff. It doesn't say it's rare. Some special train types can appear randomly on any monetized streamer's channel in lieu of a regular hype train. There you go. If anybody wants a golden Kappa, apparently you have to contribute to the hype train, but guess what I'm going to do? Turn the fucking stream off. Thank you all for joining, I appreciate it. We've managed to get some rare hype train when they're supposed to be off, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Lovely. You're all very lovely. Thank you for the bits, Alkira, and I appreciate it. Martin, thank you for the big bits. Taxite, thank you for the sub. I will see you all tomorrow for more My Winter Car. I will see you on Friday for the beginning of Eurovision picks. For now, though, good work, team. I love you all. Thank you all for the generosity. Enjoy your golden Kappas. I can leave the timer on. Nah. Somebody use a golden Kappa. Let's see it.
Kappa.
Surely you've unlocked it. Martin, thank you for the big bits. Dougie, thank you for the big bits. Bear, Siddles, thank you for the bits as well. I'm getting out of here. Right, that'll do. I'm going up. You're all fucked. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Bye. Oh, I shot Martin as well. This is the day.